Yeah, so I'm making this video today so that I can preview the products that I bought from Medicube online just a couple of weeks ago. This year I've noticed that my skin's been looking, you know, like really dull and like rough and gray and bumpy and just looking old, you know. I looked online and there are enlarged pores. And I guess because of my online reading, I kept seeing Medicube's ads on, you know, Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, I decided to get them and see if they work. New line is for pore care, which is what I need. So I bought the zero pore pad. So I think this is like their main thing. I've also bought the zero pore serum as well as the cream. And from the red line, I've bought the red erasing cream, which is really good for reducing red and brown spots on your face. It's also good for acne problems, which I don't really have, but I'll be using this too. So I'll be using just these products over the next 4 weeks. Now, I'm not looking for a miracle. I think you gotta be realistic, and you know, I'm not like young anymore, so I understand there's only so much that can be improved. But yeah, it'd be nice to see some positive changes over the next few weeks, and if there is any, I'd be more than happy to share. So I just showered and I'm gonna use them for the first time. So I believe the first step is to use the zero pore pads. Grab one of these, okay, and I guess I'll just wash my face like this, gently, I think. There we go, it's better. So that, with the AHA, which I think is some sort of an acid, is meant to cleanse all the dirty stuff that's built up on your skin so that your pores are not going to get clogged. I don't know why I'm using that on my neck, but well, there you go. So that's step one. Step two, if I'm not mistaken, is to use this little fella, which is the pore serum. Just drop something. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use this little thing. I guess I'll just pump onto my hand and just apply it, I guess, like this. I don't even know if this is the right way of doing it, but we'll see. Okay. So that actually smells kind of good. I like it, and it has like a cooling feeling on your skin when you put it on. Step is to use the pore cream right here. There we go. That's nice. It comes with a little scoop. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna use this really. Come on. It's not easy to take the thing. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. That looks so creamy. All right. Well, I'm gonna put that down right there, and I apply the cream. There we go. Oh wow, that's like really creamy. I don't even know if I'm putting it on right, to be honest, but this area seems to be the most affected, so I'll apply it thoroughly here on my nose. I'll put a little more on my forehead here as well. There we go. And there you go. So that is the, I'm just going to use up everything on the lid so that I can just throw that away after this, you know. Yeah, so that's the pore cream. It smells okay. Doesn't smell as good as the serum, but you know, actually, I think it's alright. There you go. And for me, I'm also going to apply the erasing cream for the red spots on my face, of course, which is this thing. So I guess I just apply it. Yeah. There you go. Gotta take the little seal off. There we go. And there we go. So that's the red erasing cream, and I guess I'm just supposed to kind of put it on wherever I feel like I have to. Wow, okay, so this one has a little different texture to the other cream. It feels more, I don't know, like powdery, I guess. It feels almost like I'm putting on a sunscreen. The other one just felt like a real cream, like Physiogel or something, you know? But this one, it to me has the texture of sunscreen. So there you go. Yeah, I've applied everything that I bought today, and I'll be doing this every day, I guess. I'll see how I look tomorrow morning, and then we'll see how it goes. Man, it kind of stings my skin for some reason, but you see that? Wow, that looks super glossy. Look at that. Damn. It's been 8 days since I filmed the last video, and I started using these products from Medicube, and I gotta say I am pleasantly surprised with the outcome so far. About 3 days after I started using them, I noticed that my skin looked brighter and smoother when I woke up that day. And the other thing is that I have a pretty dry skin, so like when I wake up, my skin will look dry, and also it's like really tight. Okay, so usually very often one of the first things that I'll do when I wake up is actually putting my moisturizer on, like usually like a Physiogel. So I used to do that almost every day, but since I've started using these, it doesn't feel or look that way at all. I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror, and my skin looks really well moisturized and smooth, and it just feels nice. Okay, so that's been very pleasant. In terms of the actual experience of using these, I gotta say my favorite has been this one, this fella, so the Zero Pore Pad. I really like this because it is so easy and convenient. Okay, all you gotta do is open the tub, take one out, use that to wipe your face, and then chuck that out. That's all you gotta do. And that's in comparison to other toners that I used to have in the past, where you gotta have like a cotton pad and then pour the thing onto the cotton pad. You gotta make sure you get the right amount so it's not too wet, and then you use that on one side of your face, and maybe it dries out, so you gotta get another one, and it's just kind of messy and annoying and cumbersome. So you don't have any of that with this. You just take one out, wipe your face, and it's done. Often by the time I get to the end, you can kind of see all the dirt on the pad, so that kind of shows you that it actually works really well. And also I did a little bit of reading into about what's actually in these, and the AHA and the BHA. I think that these are all really great stuff to cleanse the blocked pores on your skin. So yeah, I really like this, and I also like how it feels after you use this. My skin just feels really clean. So I think this is a really great product, and I think it's a must buy if you're considering to get anything from their Zero range. Yeah, so the second thing that I'll put on is the serum. So yeah, the serum's really good. It's pretty light, and it's not so sticky, and it smells pretty good too. It comes in a small bottle, so I feel like I shouldn't put this all over my face. So I will usually put it over here, and just a little bit on my nose and my forehead a little bit, where the pores are a little bigger, and it's just not as smooth as the other part of my face. So yeah, that's really good. And then the third one that I'll usually apply is the Zero Pore Cream. I really like this because it is really like creamy, and I don't know if you can see it there, but it feels really rich and creamy, and it feels like it does a good job at keeping my skin moisturized, and it seems to stay that way overnight until the next morning. So I really like this. The last one that I'll usually apply is the erasing cream. And I got this because it's supposed to help remove all the red spots on my face. It does have a little different texture to the other creams. It feels more like a sunscreen, and it doesn't feel as smooth when I apply this. I don't really put this all over my face. I only put it on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose where I have these red spots. But yeah, I also like how my skin looks a little brighter when I use this. Okay, so yeah, it's a good thing too. And I've been using these for every day, every morning and every night. Moving forward, I don't think I'll use the Pore Pad twice a day. I think it's okay to skip using that in the morning, so I'm gonna go down to using that once a day, but I'll continue to use the rest twice per day for the next until it runs out pretty much, and then I'll do another review 3 weeks from now to see what has changed. So yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Now, in terms of the actual pores, okay, so if I look at the photos of before and after now, in terms of the actual number of pores and the size of the pores, I feel like it's about the same, and the same goes with the red spots. But then again, to be fair, I've only been using this for 8 days. Again, it's only been about 8 days since I've started using them, so I wouldn't really expect too much changes in that area. And also, I'm sure at some microscopic levels, there are probably some positive changes. Maybe it's just not as visible yet. So yeah, I'll continue to monitor that for the time being. The red spots, again, I think it's about the same as well. I don't see a huge improvement with that. With naked eye, but you know, again, it's only been 8 days, so we'll just see how that goes over time. But I actually have a lot of confidence in these products, and I'll make sure I continue to use them. I guess one of the reasons why I decided to review them like this is that when I was looking for reviews of these products online, a lot of the reviews, in fact almost all of them, I think were done by women. So I don't really know if there's a huge difference between men and women skin, but I don't know, maybe because of hormones or something, it may not be the same. But I wanted to get some idea of how well these products actually worked for men, and yeah, so that's why I wanted to use them myself and, you know, share this information so that hopefully, I don't know, if you keep seeing their ads on Facebook and Instagram like I did, and you're wondering if they work, I can give you kind of a good feedback and share my experience with you guys out there as well. Personally, again, I think they're pretty good. It cost me about $95, just below $100 Singapore dollars for these 3 products from the Zero line, I think. So I think they should last 2 months easily. I think the Zero Pore Pads, you get 70 per jar. That's right, you get 70, so that's good enough for 2 months if you use 1 per day, and the rest I think will easily last for 2 months. So, you know, I think it's worth investing a little bit of time and effort and money into taking care of your skin so that you can look younger, healthier, and look great, you know, and I'm sure that's something that we all want. So again, if you've been seeing their ads on Facebook and Instagram, I think you should give it a try because they do work. I've seen changes after just 3 days. So yeah, highly recommend it for you so far. See ya.